This would have been my 13th reason. This would have been my 13th reason. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It is I, Ty, your chaotic Goodie-Good, and I'm bringing you the next 2 episodes of the Unwritten Rules. So in the last video, I brought you episodes 1 and 2, where we meet Racey as she starts at her job, which I'm trying to think, I don't even know throughout the series if they really explain what it is she does, but she starts her job and already she's met with some microaggressions. She meets Kathy, her weird supervisor, and she meets her coworker Lisa, and she's just trying to navigate her way. And then we also meet Peter in episode 2, where Racey is eating some oxtail and some good food at lunch, and everybody's curious about her food, and Kathy wants to share her mac and cheese recipe with her. In this video, we will be watching episodes 3 and 4. Episode 3 is titled, I Heard It Through the Cubicle. Episode 4 is titled, Let's Talk About Hair. Fun fact, remember how I mentioned in last week's episode how I did a training on microaggressions for one of my former organizations that I worked at, and how they microaggressed me about my microaggressions training and then tried to take it and give it to their all-white training staff to do, which from what I hear, they took all the flavor out of it. It was very much put out in a way to where, you know, they didn't hurt people's feelings. Mine, the way I did mine, it got up in people's faces about their behavior. So it's kind of sad that it got taken and bastardized and pacified. But anyway, I say all that to say the episode Let's Talk About Hair is the specific episode I used in that training to illustrate microaggressions, and I had the participants kind of point out what microaggressions they noticed. And honestly, you could take any one of these episodes and do that with. I may, the next time I do the training, I may even just pick a different episode. Literally, you can go with anyone. So without further ado, we're going to get into these next 2 episodes. Don't mind my hair. It's a process, okay? We got business in the front, party in the back. It's a process.
Why are people at work so nosy?
So nosy.
People so comfortable around everybody. I mean, there are some things that I shouldn't know. And there are other things that I would never know if people weren't so open with their personal business.
Okay. Ooh. Already we getting into it, because this is so true. Especially like white women, they share so much. And it's just like, I just started at 9 o'clock this morning. I don't need to know about your marital issues, your child's schedule, who you slept with. And I remember I worked at an organization, and at the time there were no walls between our desks. So it was almost like kind of like The Office, where it's like the bullpen. And so you had people sharing desk space, and you had the different teams, and they were separated by like a wall, but we were all still in the bullpen, so to speak. And I would overhear just 2 rows ahead of me, people having conversations about like someone they slept with the night before, people dogging out their clients while another person was on the phone talking to a collateral contact. It was so unprofessional. It was wild. I would hear conversations of white women who like to have sex with black men, you know, saying all these like racially crazy things. I remember one time this girl, should I even get into this right now or get into the episode? I'm sorry, y'all. Like I told y'all, it brings back things, and a lot of these things will be found in my book, The Woman in the Back, How I Almost Became My Worst Self at the Best Organization. And there was one time a coworker of mine, she had divorced her husband and she, you know, was dating black men, whatever. Okay, fine. I don't care. White woman. And she had this thing for Columbus short. Okay, I guess, you know, I guess he was harmless at that time. And he wasn't that harmless because another coworker, another white woman, was reading an article. Oh, looks like your boy Columbus got in some trouble. And this girl responds verbatim, well, you know what they say, angry black man, angry black sex. Bitch, what? Who says that? I want to know, who are the people that say that? Is that something amongst white women who fuck black men? Like, that's what they say? Angry black man, angry black sex? What? And I remember feeling because I was friends with the girl. And I remember feeling like, how could she say something like that? And then say something like that in my presence and in the presence of other black people that are in this space. And I remember it took me some time to kind of just like, calm down. But I wanted to speak to her because, like I said, we were friends. And when I went to speak to her, she tried to turn it around, first of all. Well, would it have been better if it was a white guy? And I'm like, girl, you know I don't care about that. I said, but what I care about is that you're saying this so freely in the presence of other black people. And then also to call a black man angry, like that's a stereotype. And then this bitch says to me, well, they bring it on themselves. That was the last conversation I ever had with that girl. Let me get my blood pressure back down. All right, back to the episode, y'all.
Yes, I'd like to make a doctor's appointment. I was hoping to get in sooner than that. Yeah, I need a well woman's exam.
Well, woman's exam.
And I'd also like to get
That's
some
cute.
blood work. Yeah, that works great. Okay, thanks. Bye.
Girl, you okay?
This girl.
Yeah. Why?
Well, I just overheard you talking to your doctor, so I just wanted to make sure you're okay.
None of your
Why is
business.
This stuff in my business like
Right,
that?
right. Racey and her red vines.
Making a doctor's
Or Twizzlers. I don't know. I like
Well,
Twizzlers.
must be nice
but
to have a job with insurance so you don't have to go to the free clinic, huh?
Really? Black people
Microaggression.
have insurance too.
Actually, I've always had insurance.
Oh. Well, good for you. Oh, well, that reminds me I have to make my appointment.
Look at her gams.
Oh, God,
Ooh,
don't
them
you
beautiful
hate
legs.
customers?
Did this heifer take notes?
What?
Yeah, I guess.
And now I have to get them every 6 months because I have the HPV virus.
Oh,
Who needed to know that?
Sorry.
Oh, girl, that's nothing. Last year I was dating this loser, and he gave me herpes. Oh, God, I so hate him right now.
We don't need to know
Yeah.
this. We just want to
I
work.
would too.
I mean, he's the reason why I'm in therapy now. Between his lying and cheating and getting some hope pregnant, I mean, I practically went crazy.
Sorry about that.
And then they keep going.
And then he cleared out my checking account.
They really think that we're
Decided to move
friends.
in with some
Like,
girl
come
he just met at a
on.
bar, so I had to lie and tell Daddy that Barney's was having a sale. I mean, can you believe that?
No, not really.
So why are you getting blood work done?
See?
Oh, hell no.
See?
This
See?
is not the kumbaya sharing.
Nah.
I've
Nah.
only been knowing you for a few weeks, and I already know that you have 2 STDs. And why were you listening to my conversation in the first place? I know I was whispering.
And we have to whisper. This is the thing, too. Because as much as they're like, oh, don't make personal calls at work. When are we supposed to make them? Huh? During that half-hour lunch break that y'all give us, and it takes us 10 minutes just to drive to somewhere and then wait in the fast food line for another 5 minutes just to order and then drive back so we can eat. Come on now. So we have to make our personal calls and our appointments, but dang, we don't need bitches up in our business asking us about it. And they do ask. It's like, come on.
But I cannot be seen as the angry, antisocial black coworker. So instead of checking your nosy ass, I'm just gonna play dumb.
I love that. Love that.
What can you
Do that all the time.
When did I say that?
Mm-hmm.
Just now.
What?
Just a few minutes ago when you were on the phone with your doctor.
Oh, girl. Were you listening to my private conversation?
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't trying to.
Yeah, okay.
But, I mean, it's easy since we're in cubicles, girlfriend.
Yeah. I mean, they make it impossible to have any privacy around here.
Don't you just hate that?
Yeah. I mean, even if you just say, like, one thing and you're, like, totally whispering, people still just get, like, all up in your business,
you know?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Love it. Yep. Tuck your ass back into your cubicle, girl. Rule number 3. Remember, they're always listening.
I don't understand why she got so angry. She was on a personal phone
And now
call.
she's angry.
Of course I was listening. I mean, we're a family. We share everything.
Family.
She's the one trying to fit in here, so if she wants to be a part of this family, she just needs to adapt.
There's that F word again. I just find it very strange. You know, your job is what you do to make a living. It's what you do to make money, to bank money for your 401k, to fund your leisure and pay your rent or your car note, whatever it is. And you're not there to be you have your own family. You have your chosen family. And that's not to say that there aren't work environments where people become close and they adopt that family kind of thing. It's not to say that that doesn't happen, but people think just because you started a job, we're family. What? No, we're not. I can leave this bitch at any point. And you know what? I have not had a job where my family has kept in touch with me after I moved on. My family replaced me with another cousin when I left. So I wish jobs would stop doing that. I remember during 2020 and all the racial stuff that was happening and George Floyd and everything else. And my director at the time, this awful canker sore of a woman, she had put together a Zoom call so we can all discuss our feelings about the racial unrest and everything else. And when I got on and I unmuted myself and I shared how, listen, this has been a problem for centuries, years upon years of Black people being treated poorly in this country and blah, blah, blah. And people really got upset because, oh, wait, she's not the safe Black girl we always thought she was. What is she? And now we feel bad. And I remember at one point, my former director during another meeting, and when we had brought up that meeting, she said, yeah, that was the meeting that broke up our work family. And I remember asking her, like, what do you mean by that? And she's like, oh, because they love backpedaling when you catch them. Oh, no, what I meant was the way people were treating you. I felt like it really broke up our team family. What you really meant to say was me pointing out the differences in how Black people have to live our lives versus how y'all live y'all lives, and how this is not just a kumbaya, let's get together. This is a call to action, like, hey, this is really happening and I made y'all uncomfy. and y'all called me the angry black woman for 6 months, and y'all isolated and ostracized me in the office, and then went to the other black worker and asked him what my problem was. I broke up our little work family. Okay, next episode.
Oh, good morning, Racey.
Good morning.
She looks cute.
I brought donuts.
Coming in with like Dexter with the donuts.
Hair. Oh, that's so pretty. How did you do that?
It's just braided into my own hair.
Let her Google
What do you mean
it,
your own
because I can't. She really sitting there trying to figure it out
That's
with her yoga pants on.
not your real hair?
Why do they know everything about everything? But when it comes to black hair, they're
Clueless.
clueless.
Can you shampoo it every day?
Why would I shampoo it every day?
Don't you shampoo your hair every day?
No.
That's so gross.
Well, black women don't have to wash their hair every day because our hair isn't as oily as yours.
But doesn't it get dirty?
This nasty bitch has 2 STDs and I'm the dirty black girl? You see, you have hair that has a lot of oil in it. So if you wash your hair every day, there's still oil, but I don't. So if I were to wash my hair every day, it would strip the little oil that I do have.
What if you put oil in your hair? Then you could wash it every day. That could work.
I just, Racey's face says it all. These are real conversations, y'all. Like, I get that this show is satire, but it's based on real things. Okay? Because I can't tell you how many times myself or some of my other coworkers have come to work, changed up our hair, because as black women do, braids, locks, twists, we got it straight, maybe we shave it off, maybe we put it in a ponytail, maybe we got some finger waves, we multifaceted. I mean, I don't know, but anyway, but these kind of intrusive questions and comments and the need to want to touch it, it's true to life. The thing is, I don't fault black women who really do get caught off by that, because they really just, their hands really come out of nowhere. And before you know it, their hands are in your hair. And they're asking you questions about its upkeep and what are you doing and blah, blah, blah. One day, and this was my mistake, I should have just did my hair over the weekend, but I did it on a Thursday and then had to go to work on Friday, because then my ditzy ass executive director at the time, she walks past me and she's like, "Oh, Tahira, oh my, your hair grew so long." And I'm just like, all I can do is just like grin and just nod like, uh-huh. It's our reality. And then they appropriate our styles and then get mad when their hair starts falling out. And it's like, well, like Racey was explaining, our textures are different. Our upkeep is different. Here you go.
Wow, you look gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
How long did that take?
A few hours.
It's a long time to sit. Did it hurt?
No.
He stayed trying to touch something. First he was trying to touch her food, now he's trying to touch her hair.
Braided into my own hair.
Wait, so that's not your real hair? Okay.
Yeah, he stayed walking into that wall.
Can I touch it?
Sure.
Ooh, Racey, you better than me, baby girl. Look how she just
Oh, it feels
pawing at it.
real. How do they do that?
It comes in a package.
Do you think I could grow my hair long and have it packaged? Because my hair used to be this long. And I think my hair is even softer than this.
Come on.
Well, you know, Bo Derek started it all.
Excuse me?
Yes, from the movie 10. I knew those looked familiar.
Well, who do you think Bo Derek stole it from?
Okay, so Bo Derek, for those of you who don't know, was an actress. She was in this movie 10, and there's this like famous scene of her running along the beach with these braids, and I think there were beads at the end, and she's running, and the braids are just like flopping as she's running. And okay, she was a white girl who had braids in that movie, but she didn't start it all.
I'm pretty sure she started it all.
Actually, hair braiding originated in Africa.
Racey, are you sure about that? I'm pretty sure women in Africa cannot afford packaged hair.
This would have been my 13th reason. This would have been my 13th reason.
Can I talk to you for a second?
Sure.
There have been some questions about whether your attire is appropriate.
Really? Oh, I wasn't aware there was a strict dress code, especially since it's Casual Friday.
Well, it's about your head wrap.
Oh,
Apparently, it may fall under our no baseball cap policy.
This bitch is standing here as the supervisor in yoga pants.
Yeah, well, that's where there's a gray line.
But you mad about her head
would you
wrap
call it?
because y'all been obsessed about her hair all day. And this is the stuff that they pull.
Oh.
This face is bringing me so many flashbacks. This face that Kathy is making, that like, wait, I can't even do it. Hold on, let me take my glasses off. I have to get into character.
Oh, don't make that face.
That I have been met with that face in so many instances working in mostly white spaces. Whenever I challenge the status quo or have questions, I have been met with that same face, and it's just as infuriating to see now because it's that face of, so you're really not just going to go along with what I'm saying? Oh, so you dare to challenge my authority? Oh, I guess I'll let you get away with it this time. Oh, well, I don't understand it.
So is that like a black African American tradition?
Black is not a bad word.
but it's also not a baseball cap.
Well, I have to get going. I want you to know you are doing a fantastic job.
Oh, thank you.
And I just love your hair. I love it.
Stop touching her.
Okay. Great. Thanks.
Sure. I'm gonna wear another wrap tomorrow to piss her off.
Mm-hmm. Good for you. Rule number 4, a black coworker knows white people didn't create everything.
I don't understand why she got so angry. I mean, I understand.
She's angry now.
Blacks created Black History Month.
But check all the
Really?
black inventors.
They need to stop acting like they invented everything. Bo Derek.
She had no problem saying blacks that
Beautiful.
time, right?
She's
Blacks.
a legend. She's a pioneer. Everybody knows that nobody was wearing their hair like that before she did it in the movie 10.
Yeah, I cannot. It's this is real life, and it's baffling, but it actually happens. And so with that, I'm going to end this episode and let this marinate a little bit. And thank y'all for coming. Please like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, talk to me in the comments. Let me know if any of this has resonated with you as it has with me, as it will continue to resonate with me. And I'll catch y'all next week, next Tuesday, for our Unwritten Rules Day Tuesday. Workshopping a name. Thank y'all. Catch you later. Bye.